medal, reimbursed workman's comp for a policeman that is shoulder injury. State shared revenue, again, that CHIPS, mortgage tax is $71,000, Vern Allen grant, that's coming in and going out. Crystal Run. Been waiting for this check 3 years. 3 years. It's property that they bought on Cardinal Drive, wetland. They took away some wetland, probably in Monroe. And, well, we're going to collect this money before they knock down the building that they bought and built, okay? Permits, unclassified revenue, state aid. The emergency disaster, the only thing that I spoke to the auditors, speak to them once a week. It could be from last year's snowstorm in March. It was more than that. It was more than $900, okay? But that's what we got. So that brings a total of $1.6 million. And going through the Village Hall on the line graph that I showed you, okay, all of the line items. Municipal services, the shared services, special items, law enforcement, public safety, code enforcement, highways and streets / DPW, parks, youth recreation program, culture, zoning and planning, sanitation, community environment, employee benefits, and the debt service. That totals $4.6 million. Now, it's a pretty good budget. Okay? What we did, well, if you take the 1.64 million minus 4,681, it brings a total of, we're looking for $3 million. If we go off last year's taxes, it comes to, like I said, these are last year's numbers, comes to $3.3 million. Okay, so we have a balance like that of surplus of $294,000. Okay, right now we have a balance of $978,000 in the fund balance. Okay, so we stand in pretty good shape in the A fund. And we go to the, I'll keep going and then I'll go with questions, okay? Okay, it was asked the other night about the sewer treatment plant. Well, we got to really worry about that, and yes, we do. Okay. Here is the sheet that was given to me by Munistat, again, our financial group, that we have to come up with a payment next year of $457,000 if we were to take down as much money as they think we're going to be taking down. Okay, right now, our sewer and facility charges, in the sewer department we have $589,000. In the facility charges we have $167,000. So the other night we were talking, and I said to the financial people, we have a bill for water and sewer that we pay 1.5 our water going to our sewer. Is there a way that we could work out a situation that we take some money from the 1.5 and put it into the water, and leaving the balance into the sewer? As long as that equals 1.5, I don't think anyone is really going to see a difference, because there's not going to be any difference, okay? So they're working on that now. That's a math problem. So I'm going to leave that up to them. I should have that answer hopefully by Friday, our next presentation of this. And if that's the case, then we don't know where we stand with our water and sewer. We have no idea where we stand. All right, we're getting better. We're bringing in more revenue than the past because we're watching it. All right, we're watching everything that goes on in the village, almost to the point where I bet you they would say I'm annoying. Okay, and that's okay. I'll be annoying. I think we're all annoying. Okay. So we're collecting more revenue only because it's being billed properly. That's the only reason. We're not charging more, it's just being billed properly. So our water has gone up. Right now in our water fund, we have $444,000. Now what that is, as well as the sewer, what that is the fourth quarter of last year and the first 3 quarters of this year. The fourth quarter of this year should be going out by the end of the week, if not the middle of next week. Okay, so those numbers, I don't see people using less water the fourth quarter this year than they did the fourth quarter of last year. But it is what it is. Okay, so that's pretty much where we stand with that. So it's another conversation that we're going to have as we move forward. We're not going to jump the gun by saying, well, we have to raise water rates, we have to raise the sewer rates, because we don't know what we're actually collecting. Okay, so it's a conversation that maybe we'll have in February, maybe we'll have in March, maybe we don't need to have it at all. Okay, which would be great. So, taking that, and I thought I had the water and sewer on the PowerPoint. I'm sorry. Let's go with the water. Okay, we're using. Do you have the expense that we have? Okay, pretty much the same thing. We consolidated services on our water department. We also have a salary inside the water department budget. We also have a salary taken from our village clerk, Christine, our village treasurer, Bridget Flynn. Okay, because they do work inside the sewer and water. Last year, we looked at it, it was 33.3% in both the water and sewer, so 66% and 33% in this building. Well, we know that's not true. So we brought it down to 20% for the village clerk, 15% for the village treasurer. The clerical workers that come in the afternoon, primarily just water and sewer. So that's where they're being paid out of. They're not being paid out of the A fund. We also took, I mentioned to you about another bond, okay, bonding for equipment, okay. So here we have, the sweeper was already put out for bond, $250,000. We're getting that back, so that washes right out. I asked for numbers for backhoe, dump trucks, pickup trucks, and a loader. Well, in the budget that we have $10,000 in the water department for the backhoe. We have $15,000 in the A fund, DPW, for the dump truck, and we have $10,000 in the A fund for the loader. Okay, so we're expecting that this will go out, we'll be very successful in obtaining the bond. Now, you see up here pickup trucks. Really don't want to bond a pickup truck. They don't last 15 years. So what we did to solve that problem, we went from one uniform company to another uniform company. And the money that we're saving is now going to lease 2 pickup trucks. I could show you Kayla and Kenzie again. Okay. Again, the water and sewer are in good shape. The sewer in better shape than water right now, but we will have, I will have better numbers for the water, definitely put it into PowerPoint for you well, by Friday. But everything is on here. Whatever you see on this sheet here, front and back, will be in PowerPoint on Friday for meeting number 2. The same thing with the sewer. Right now, I think we ran numbers that we would be in overtime with the sewer department well over $100,000. Would that be correct, Christine? Well over, okay. Right now, JCO, it's a contract. We don't pay overtime. And we have to assume that everything down there is going to break before the new plant's online. If you have a chance, they've already started the construction down there. Okay, you have to buy a ticket here, and that money will go towards probably bonding for the roads. Okay. We'll start with some questions that you have. If you have any questions, I'm sure you do. You could put on the other. Yes.
So we're looking at the rough draft of the A fund. I don't see any revenues posted representing 2017's budget. And it's difficult to have a true comparison between the proposal and what's already been budgeted.
Revenues for 2017?
Yes,
Okay.
I see one column here, obviously, is what you're, F&on property taxes, for example, on page 1. I assume that's for 2018-19.
No, the property taxes are, these were last year's numbers.
Non-property taxes, these numbers here?
Non-property is for this year.
Okay, what I'm saying is I don't see anything in there for the past budget.
Okay.
For comparison purposes,
Yep.
I think it'd be nice if we had those numbers.
You got it. Now, again, we are going to be writing the questions down, give the answer. Our website is up and running, okay? That's where you'll see many of the answers, but if you can't get online, we'll have the answers for you here on Friday.
Two questions. One is, I see the band went up higher on this building this year, which went up 50,000 last year. It didn't go up as much, but it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. And I appreciate that question. We were talking about that for a while. It's a question that I have to ask the finance.
Did they separate the sewer bond or ban that was involved in that, or is that still in there?
The ban for the sewer is still on the sewer.
On this building?
No, on the sewer.
Okay, last year it was showed on this building, was paid out of the 8th one. The other question was, you were talking about CHIPS money to pay off the bond.
We could use it towards
Can
paying.
you only use it the year that the work is done?
Yes.
So the second year you won't be able to use it?
Well,
The work is
I
done,
don't
right?
know if we're gonna be spending the full amount in 1 year.
Okay, so say you take the $2 million, you spend it over 2 years, you can only use CHIPS twice.
Yeah.
After that, it's all on us. Okay.
Nothing's gonna, we're gonna try to avoid anything on us, okay? We want to be able to obtain everything from the state that we're entitled to.
Okay.
If it's a $5 check, let's get the $5 check. What I failed to mention, we are in the process right now. Many of us were able to deduct the water and sewer interest off a bond many years ago. How many? 7 years ago?
At least.
Okay. Somebody determined that that wasn't the right thing to do. I don't know why it wasn't the right thing to do, but we're going to have paperwork for you to do it. Now, it might not help anyone in this room, okay, especially with the new tax code that's coming out next year. But if it helps one person in the village, it's a piece of paper. That's all it is. They have to fill it out with their tax people, and hopefully they get a deduction of the interest that's paid on their water and sewer, because we have a bond. Now, we had a bond on the sewer plant, and that's where the money was coming out, but we've had a water bond from mid-2000s? 2006.